The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The Podcasting Dead is available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Make sure to subscribe for more podcasts. And while you're at it, drop us a like. If you want to help support the channel and have access to extra content, secret contest, and more, make sure to search for us on Patreon. Patreon.com/thepodcastingdead.
All right, and we're live on a Sunday night talking about episode 5 of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I'm Justin, your host, and I'm joined by the usual crowd. Joining me right across from me, we're both in the same room, the beautiful, the masculine, the bearded wonder, Mr. JP Slim himself. JP, got a little heartburn there?
No, throat got a little raw. I don't know what throat got a little raw. I'm okay.
Okay, well,
Didn't Justin just get out of the bathroom?
Last week you were about to crap
Where were
yourself.
you?
Now your heartburn's about to kill you, man. It's the world's trying to keep you from podcasting, but we won't let it.
No, a little raspy.
Also joining us, the one and only man of many names, Mr. Matthias W.W. Dubs. That's his website.
www.w.w.com.
It's very confusing, but few get there. Also, last but certainly not least, the man behind our man in the chair, as they called it on Spider-Man, Mr. Seth, aka the Appalachian American from the men's room. Seth.
What's up?
And so now we are talking about the next to last episode. It's hard to believe. I told JP, I was like, there will definitely be a season 2 because there is no way they're going to wrap all this up in one episode. And if they do, it's going to be very crappy and rushed. So there is definitely going to be a season 2 coming. I'm calling it. But anyways, we're talking about tonight's episode. I'm just going to say out the gate that other than maybe the first one, we got a 199. There is to be a season 2. That's what I'm talking about.
So good and tasty.
Ugh.
It wasn't my brother this time.
Oh my God, we can keep the channel going.
Yes.
When we
What's up,
lose,
Facebook user?
when we lose a $2 donation, someone on our staff loses their job. So y'all keep the super chats coming.
I have to sell my body and drugs in order to make up the costs we don't take in.
To me.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say, other than this, I freaking loved tonight's episode. I loved it. And JP will tell you, I was saying it the entire time we were watching it. I was like, I like this episode. I like them. I mean, I thought it was fantastic. I know some people were a little disappointed or upset with us last week because we said that we thought, I don't know if you read the comments, JP, but some people were very disappointed with us because we said that last week's episode was a little slower.
Right.
I didn't say that I didn't like it. I said I got tired of Rick just constantly like, I can't go. But then like I get his point. I just got tired of hearing him over and over again say it. But I thought tonight's was fantastic. It was action packed. There was like some conflict. I loved it. I loved it. I really am. I thought it was dope out the gate that we got to see Father Gabriel again. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's what most Walking Dead fans want, is we want to see other characters in this episode. I really kind of felt for Jadis there at the end. I mean, it was the traditional kind of overdone Walking Dead thing of like, I'm the bad guy, but I'm dying. So let me tell you how I'm not a terrible person. But like, I like Jadis's conflict. I like that she... I'd like the whole thing anyways. Seth, what are people saying in the comments?
So first off, I've got those pulled up over here, but I wanted to go back and look at last week's comments to read what you had said. And Jimmy Schneider 7684 said, during the Rick and Michonne hanky panky time, I couldn't help but think that King Ezekiel was speaking through the window and cheering.
You're doing that. No, he was probably getting ready to write him with a violation. That's supposed to be in the Barn of Pleasures. Yeah, I'm sure he was outside the window.
Yeah,
I remember we're on. Yeah, I remember we were on YouTube, so I got to keep it PG. But I wanted to be like he was at the window with the little smacking sound effect in the background. It was like, yes.
Yeah. Back to this week's live comments. Liquor Beavers and the Hizzle for Shizzle. It's Bubbo time. Yeah.
Who's
should
getting
be.
Bobo? I ain't getting no Bobo.
Should be for me, but we'll just keep it there.
Oh God, is she there?
Maddie Whitaker first.
Matt, it doesn't count when you're on the podcast.
Borst? What is that? I'm not first, but I'm certainly not last.
There you go, Jay Scarf.
You and my undying loyalty then.
I will die for him.
I wonder if the car shitter is going to be joining us.
Car shitter. Oh yeah.
All right, so somebody's listening to the Patreon
That's
cast.
cool.
Also, don't forget a little plug there. Make sure to find us on Patreon, patreon.com/thepodcastingdead, where you can catch us every Friday night. And we usually talk about everything but The Walking Dead. The last couple, we've really gotten back into kind of conspiracies or like religion, just kind of getting back to, the podcast that got us shadow banned on YouTube to begin with. Now it's on Patreon. But
two
it's
clicks. Let me show you real quick. You see, if you'll just click that link, it'll take you to this wonderful page. And the second
it sets
second
it up.
link
Isn't it beautiful?
is Patreon.
Pretty nifty.
So yeah, click
But
that
check it
link.
out.
I've got it highlighted, and go check it out.
Join us every Friday night. Actually, I just realized I think there's a live option on Patreon. So I think we should start going live on Fridays on Patreon.
Yeah,
Do
maybe
it.
Boxings and other things of that nature. But
Yeah.
anyway.
So
Yeah, I shit my car on the way home last Sunday.
Did you didn't make it? You
Well, I
gambled
made
and
it to a
lost?
gas station and I unloaded a lot of fluid. And I thought I was good, at least good enough to get home. But a few miles up the road, I'm like, I'm not going to make it back to the gas station. I'm definitely not going to make it home. So I
Just let it
pulled
happen.
over and lined up with a grocery bag as well as I could, and I shit in a bag in my car.
tell them the growth.
That I didn't discover until the next morning, and then I had to clean that up on my lunch break at work.
So needless to say, me and JP have had
Yeah.
many adventures this weekend, and one of those was we went to Greensboro on
Mhm.
Saturday to
It
go
was
hit the
great.
comic shop and the bookstore and all that stuff. And JP said something about the Taurus. I was like, no, we'll take the Bronco. I'm not right.
Yeah.
I'm good, dog.
I'm good. I know what's in there.
But from now on, I'm going to keep some kind of like portable, well, basically like a porta potty in the trunk, because you never know.
Dude, just do like
A
the campers
blizzard.
do. Get a bucket, and then you can buy a little
I want
seat
something more
attachment.
compact, though. I want something compact.
JP,
Like a
I
little
work in the
square,
industry
like
where
a-
people
Get a-
actually shit, puke, and piss the bed. I can hook you up with any portable.
Matt could
Body
probably hook
fluid
you up
matter.
with a good bedpan.
I
Hey,
could.
JP asked Justin to ride with him, and Justin looked at him like,
Now no one's going to want to ride.
I
with
got
me.
pee jugs, medical
No,
grade at the wazoo.
You publicly admitted you pooped in your car
I
and
shit
got
in
a
the
little
car,
on the
yeah.
seat. Nobody
Well,
wants
you
to
don't
ride
have,
it.
you don't have to sit in that seat. And I've got a hoodie sitting over it now. I did a lot of spraying and scrubbing.
But then the fecal matter's like still in the air, though. That's how people get pink eye
Hell,
and the
bro,
norovirus.
they-
Like I don't
Just
want
wear
either
some
one of
goggles
those.
then.
The world's held together with fecal matter. Don't know.
I got goggles. I got N95 masks. Like I have things to emit fluids and things to keep those emitted fluids from splashing on you. Like I am the one-stop shop.
All right, Matt, you got two jobs. Get JP a bedpan, get me a mask to ride with JP in his car.
PPE and poo-poo E for JP.
But anyways, back to away from fecal matter and back to The Walking Dead, the ones who live. Eternal Wreck, always good to see you, brother. Glad to see you still in the comments section. What a great episode, man. So good to see Father Gabriel again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what they need to do more of, is these crossovers and bringing characters in. Like that's why we're watching it to see Rick and Michonne, yes, but I mean, if we want to see it tie into the bigger Walking Dead universe.
A little tie-in.
I thought it was awesome, and I really like Father Gabriel. I still maintain he should have died during the Whisperer War just to complete his arc, but nonetheless, I like Father Gabriel. I love his story development, and I was very glad to see him back again. And I was very glad to see that Jadis didn't kill him. So, what do y'all think? JP and I were discussing it as we were kind of hooking everything up. She mentioned, thinking about someone I killed, a close confidant, and we all in our group chat were thinking it was definitely Gabriel. Do you think she was referring to herself in that? Like, because in that moment, like, I feel like she, even if she didn't die, she wouldn't have showed up to see Father Gabriel this year. I feel like once all that happened with him, she basically put that part of her away and just was the fully devoted to the CRM Jadis.
I
That
felt
was
she was
Jason Rick
bluffing.
and Michonne.
I can't believe she ain't even jump on the pogo stick once. 3 visits.
Yeah,
She
when she was trash
slam
lady
that salami.
Jadis, she
Yeah.
said, "I lay with him."
Yeah.
Ain't that what she said? I
You
lay
go
with him.
all that way and don't even get,
Yeah.
They should have had a sex scene with Father Gabriel and looked her dead in the eyes and said, "Who's your daddy?"
Looked at him dead in the dead eye.
She'd have said, "Rick."
Like
Then you'd
pulls
have
out
heard
that eye.
Daryl in the woods, like, "Hell yeah,
Oh.
Daryl, what are you doing here?"
Pulls out that eye and like screws it onto the end of some anal beads and then get going. He does some wild stuff.
But enough about me. I loved the episode. I thought it was fantastic. It was action packed. I liked it a lot. Did you moving just in order of where we are on the screen? JP, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was solid, man. I thought it was solid. If they hadn't took that darn fully stocked truck, it would have been all right. Jada, she's quite the detective, quite the sleuth, quite the tracker.
Mm-hmm.
She's smart. She's dead now.
With her doofus Rick haircut.
Yeah, I still don't get that. But yeah, it was interesting, man. Good to see a little throwback action.
Well, I liked her death scene. I'm a sucker, man. If I ever wrote a show, fair warning, if there's ever a show that's written and produced by Justin Lloyd, when characters die, there will be flashbacks. I love flashbacks during character deaths. I don't know why. But like when it was showing flashbacks of her and she had like normal hair.
Yeah,
I was like, she's not a half bad looking gal. I have no idea. Somebody watched Rick and Morty and saw the episode with Doofus Rick and was like, that's the haircut we need for Jadis.
That's it.
That's the one.
What was the name of the freak kid from the Goonies? The one that loved the Baby Ruth candy bars? That's what those walkers look like tonight. I was thinking about it.
Yeah. You talking about the You're Gonna Live With Me Now?
Retarded, deformed kid.
Yeah, I know.
Goonies.
I know what you're talking about. But anyways, Seth, and then we'll go to Matt. Seth, what'd you think?
I have mixed feelings. I like the show. I want the show to be good, but I don't think the writers care. I don't care that you guys disagree.
You didn't realize you felt Rick was emasculated or not alpha by driving, but like this was a conversation we were having in the group chat before the podcast. But like you realize it's a stick shift and Rick only has one hand.
Yeah, he's got a gear shift in hand. It's cool.
Like he has one hand. He can't.
I think,
but it's the fact of the matter that he was like, I can't even. I don't know how to drive a stick. It wasn't the fact that he couldn't drive it because he had one hand. It was the fact that he didn't know how.
Bro, I know a lot. Matt, do you know how to drive a 5-speed?
I've learned, but it's been forever since I've drawn one. I definitely grind the crap out of computers.
I couldn't do it. I've
So,
never done it.
Real world guys can't drive 5-speeds.
Wow.
That's
been a long
unrealistic.
time.
That's not unrealistic. Some people don't get 5 speeds. My parents had a 5-speed and said you're going to learn to drive it because you never know when you need to drive a friend to the hospital or something. But that's not most people. I know plenty of guys that do not know how to drive 5 speeds. That's not unrealistic.
Cultural differences, I guess. Just 2 hours east, 2 hours east. Nobody knows how to drive stick shift. Apparently, I don't know anybody that.
Except for me, I've owned 5 or 6 stick shifts. But
most of my friends and stuff, that's all we ever had.
But I don't feel like that's weak writing. And then on top of that, like we can sit here and speculate. But Seth, if I had your children and I was telling you I had this nuclear option where if you screw me over, your children will die. I guarantee you, you'd be more apt. In this scenario, I know where they are. They're in Alexandria. I know exactly where your kids are. And if you
kill they wouldn't be there. Like that's the thing.
What?
Yes.
They wouldn't.
Why would you stay in one location like that?
Seth, now you're just like reaching though, bro. Like they live in Alexandria. That's where they live. When Michonne left, they were living in Alexandria. For all she knows, they still live in Alexandria. How are they supposed to know there's this big evil organization that could one day come for Alexandria? Like, I feel like that's stretching. Like you're saying weak writing, but I don't feel like that's weak writing. I feel like that's you setting crazy expectations. Like they live in Alexandria. That's where RJ and Judith live. That's where they've always lived. When Michonne left, that's where they lived. When Jadis left, that's where they lived. As far as Rick knows, that's where they live. So when your children and their lives are possibly in danger, if this woman dies, you're going to be like, I don't want to kill her just yet because I don't want my kids to get nuked. Like,
why would she do all that to continually saying, "Oh, I'm gonna kill everybody you love"? Okay, do it.
She said, "I'm gonna kill everybody you love if you try to leave." In
Well, then
which case he
he
did.
did leave.
Right, and she
Do
wanted
it.
to tell them thank you before she killed him. She tried to kill him.
But how many times you gonna threaten somebody before you do it? Like, just do it.
See, like you think it's weak or terrible writing, and I'm the opposite. I told JP after the episode, I think it's fantastic writing because that's so Jadis's character was so conflicted. Like she did want to kill him, but she didn't. Like every group she'd ever been with died. Everything she'd ever tried to build failed constantly. She finally found a group that worked. It made things work. People stayed alive. They were bettering the world. So a part of her wanted to believe in that and drink the Kool-Aid and be all about it. But there was another part of her, the and part of her, that couldn't quite move past Alexandria, which is why we had all those scenes with Gabriel. And she just couldn't quite let that part of herself go. So she created this backup plan in case Rick left as like a nuclear option. And the whole thing was like as conflicted as she was. She wanted to wake them up and thank them before she killed him, in which case she pulled the trigger. She tried to kill him. They just were like ninjas with the bed and flipped that thing up. But like that's what she was trying to do. Like I didn't think the writing was weak at all on it personally. I mean, I could be alone in that and I'm fine with it, but I didn't feel like it was weak writing at all. And then it's like, how are the kids going to stay in one place? Because they don't know a 200,000 strong army might be coming after them. It just feels like you're like digging, like what can I not like about it?
Okay.
Well, I'll say this, just like judging it on the metrics set by The Walking Dead over the last 10 years, I thought it was pretty good. You know, if I'm judging it against like Walking Dead caliber.
Oh,
writing,
yeah, no, yeah.
You know, so I think you got to just set a certain metric. You know, like just the show's had a certain standard over the last few years.
No, I mean, yeah,
on that,
yeah, for sure.
Those metrics, you know.
Yeah, I'm judging it just based on the other episodes of the show thus far. But yeah, I mean, if you would like compare it to The Walking Dead, oh no, I mean, season 4, episode 8, I guess it is the mid-season finale. Nothing compares to that. That's the best episode of the whole damn show.
Season 4 is that the end of the?
That's the governor.
That's the
return.
Oh, dude,
that's by far the best thing The Walking Dead's ever churned out.
I didn't vote for him.
How did Jadis know what Herschel looked like to paint his picture?
Glenn, you talking about?
Herschel.
It was Glenn.
No, it wasn't. Herschel was in the upper right hand corner.
That I didn't see. The camera focused on Glenn.
Right. He was Herschel was up in the upper right hand corner of the picture. And I was like, wait a minute. How did she even know?
I got to go back and watch it. All I focused on was Glenn.
The
art gallery. He's saying like up in the right corner was Herschel, which I didn't see that because all it focused on was Glenn.
Pay attention. So that's just like a montage of all our beloved characters. Wow. I didn't even.
I noticed the big Herschel's big beard and was like, how did that was season like 4.
Well, she's probably just heard the tall tales and, you know, I don't know.
She was the janitor back in the day for that colony.
Matt, what about you? What'd you think about the episode?
Loved it. Don't even have to elaborate. Just go on to the next person. I loved it. +2.
Now we're circling back to me.
Matt, pull your camera up, man. You've got a lovely lower half of your face, but we'd like to see.
It was in Wyoming tonight. The fictional land of Wyoming.
Is it yellow around that?
Well, Wyoming Cowboys, but it took place in Yellowstone.
I thought you rubbed it yellow, like you had something on your finger and you just ruined.
Oh yeah, I'm just smearing it on my chest for you guys.
What the hell is on your hand?
I'm earning our $2 tonight, baby. But it took place in Wyoming, so that's pretty cool.
Speaking of which, any comments, Seth?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Any comments? Yeah, there's a bunch.
Well, we're talking. What am I going to do? Pull comments up while we're talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's no way they're gonna wrap that up in one episode. Like, oh my god, unless it's like a 3-hour episode, there's no way they're gonna go back to the CRM, destroy the file. I mean, which they might. We might be sitting here next week like, oh my god, they did all of that in an hour.
I thought this would have been a fantastic season finale, and then leading them to season 2 doing this ordeal of going back to the CRM. But
that would have been dirty.
What are you guys going to do if it is a cliffhanger? Just
It's definitely
cliffhanger?
going to be a
Are you
cliffhanger.
gonna, I mean, like a balls in the air kind of cliffhanger.
It better not be a who did Negan kill cliffhanger.
That's what I was getting ready to say. What
I
if it's
swear
on
to
that
God, like
caliber?
both of them are like you get another POV shot and one of the two of them gets shot. Dude,
right, yeah.
If they do that to us again, I vow right here and now, if they were to do that to us with Rick and Michonne, I would not be back for season 2. I forgave them for that one awful decision to not trust their viewers and decide we need a cliffhanger to keep people locked in. Which is like, it's one of those where we talk about sometimes in like companies and it's like, yes, the season 7 premiere is like one of the highest viewed episodes ever, but then the viewership after that went to complete crap. Like, was that one surge of viewership worth losing everybody?
No.
I don't think so. So yeah, I forgave them for one cliffhanger like that. They better not do it again.
Time will tell.
Felt like the old Walking Dead, says Jay Scarf.
There was some nice nostalgia in there for sure.
I really like the scene at the gift shop when Rick got the well, at first I told JP, as somebody who's not very into jewelry, I was like, damn, that thing's fake, it broke off easy. But then I was like, well, no, isn't gold very like fragile and easy to bend and break?
It's malleable and ductile, but it's not brittle.
I thought that was sweet. I also thought the proposal scene was very sweet. I like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was very sweet. And then I thought that was very well done. I thought, again, they're both just such great actors. You think we'll see Judith in the finale? I don't know that we'll see Judith in the finale, but I think we'll definitely see her in the show. I mean, I think that's where I really truly feel like they wrote this just gauging how people would view it. And like next season's where we're going to get the good stuff, where they'll get back to Alexandria. Because I mean, I just want her to fill Rick in on who's dead. Like, bro, since you left, like half the people are dead.
I was gonna say they would have had to have had that conversation by now, right? You gotta do something after you finish all that smashing.
Yeah, Jesus, man. Rick's just like, man, Michonne, I ain't got it in like 7 years.
Yeah.
It's like Rick's like a school kid, man. He's trying to get it whenever he can.
Mm-hmm.
Got a super from Super Duper from the brother. We got to give him a shout out.
Oh, give him the Negan shout out.
God, you're so good.
I clicked the wrong one. Here.
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
There we go. We earned
man.
that $2 now.
We got $3.99. Oh my God.
Almost
I
a
would-
biggie bag.
I wanted a
you get a lot of
sidebar a
money
little
in there.
earlier, talking about driving stick shift. When me and my brother were learning how to drive a shift stick in an old Ford Festiva on the military installation, one of the security forces boys was telling us, and Rob started grinding the gears, and he pulled us over because he thought we were drunk driving. Like, no, just trying to learn how to drive a stick.
The author David Applegate. I've had a 5-speed for years. Missed my Hyundai.
Yeah, but he has to shift with his left hand, doesn't he? Or his
Probably.
No, I had a Ford Escort that was a 5-speed, 2 Honda Civics that were 5 speeds, a Mustang that was a 5-speed, and a Toyota pickup that was a 5-speed. So I have had my experience with 5 speeds. I love them. They're so fun to drive. Alexandria has metal walls and protection. Yes, they do.
Well, if it's an air raid, they screwed. They drop that orange gas on them. Agent Orange. Is that what that is? Agent Orange?
Yeah, something like that. Well, it's like what was it? You said it, Matt. You said what it was. What was the stuff they
Agent-
dropped? Was it chlorine gas?
It was some sort of some sort of chlorine type gas, some to blister their airways.
They're coming at them like Charlie.
Yeah, Miss
Agent
Sunshine
Orange
says.
was a for defoliation for the jungles out in Vietnam.
I was gonna say I knew Agent Orange, and there's a lot of I actually met a guy that's got like a lot of health issues from being
Hella
exposed
birth
to Agent
defects.
Orange, using it against the Vietnamese.
It was good
Miss-
for deforestation though and defoliating.
Miss Sunshine says Jadis is in a conflicted place. She has a soft spot for Rick's group in Alexandria. Yeah, that's I like conflicted characters, man. I mean, I think I like that conflict. I mean, like you knew part of her. It's a weird spot to be in. Like she's found something she can believe in, and she wants to like drink the Kool-Aid and be all about it. But then part of her still has that soft spot for, Rick and them.
Do you think she
We all
missed on
struggle
purpose
internally.
when they were in the bed? When she shot at him in the bed?
Do
I
what?
think she missed on purpose.
I don't know.
They're laying in bed.
I
she
don't.
had him dead to rights.
I don't feel like
Oh.
she did because she said straight up that she She said straight up that she what did she say? She said that she just wanted them to wake up to like tell them thank you, like because of this, whatever Alexandria is going to live. And I believe that because clearly she was conflicted. I feel like a part of her didn't want to just shoot them in their sleep without at least saying thank you.
Yeah, I think she just couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, who all's
All right,
in there?
so it looks to me like Glenn, obviously in the beginning, in the middle. There's Herschel, Andrea, whatever.
Andrea?
Andrea. Is that supposed to be Shane?
I can't discern on that one.
Who's in the bottom right corner?
I don't know. Maybe it is it the could it be the leader of Alexandria before Rick?
Deanna?
Yeah, I couldn't think of her name.
In the comics, it was Reggie or Douglas or whatever, and because they basically gender swapped them.
That's right.
That's cool. I don't know. I don't know how she painted Herschel, unless it could have been like
said that in the bottom right.
Maybe Maggie came to her at some point and commissioned some artwork. I mean, I don't know.
Never know.
But that paint, me and JP were talking about it while the episode was on, though. That's really cool art.
I don't think that would be Beth. That girl had short hair. I don't know who. I don't remember anybody that had short hair besides Carol.
Yeah, that's definitely not Andrea, though. No, I think she's talking about when they say bottom right. I think they're talking about bottom left.
There's no not way mirrored for them, is it?
Shouldn't be. That's the way I got it.
I don't know who the hell's and I guess to the viewer, it's the bottom left, the blue with the short hair. I have no clue who that's supposed to be, but I don't know. I don't know for sure who the one in the bottom. I mean, I could see it maybe being Andrea, but when you look at it, it looks nothing like Andrea, but it
too abstract for me to discern
either. No, I don't know. I mean, it very well could have been, maybe Maggie commissioned art. I mean, there are artists out there that you give them a description of somebody and they can, which I mean, for the sake of the show, I guess her skills are superb, but that's a cool art piece. I would love to get like my daughter painted that way.
Kind of reminds me, you remember the portrait covers they were doing on The Walking Dead way back when?
Mm-hmm.
Those were really cool.
Rick is a passenger princess. Yes, he is.
I wouldn't have him any other way.
You imagine trying to drive a 5-speed with one hand? Off the road. Jesus, Rick, keep it on the road. I'm trying.
But it's his right hand. His left hand is gone. His right hand is.
Then he'd be like, I mean, either way, you're still letting go of the wheel to shift.
Yeah, you need
anytime we go shooting, Justin, and I have a bolt action, I always have to roll it inwards, chamber it.
Yeah, because instead of buying a left-handed rifle, you bought what is it? What the Jimi Hendrix sumbitch?
I didn't realize
it would have been $300 more to have the bolt left-handed. So I'm like, I'll just roll the barrel if I need a chamber one.
Yeah, Matt shoots it like this, and then has to be like,
I have to roll it, and
and then flip it back over. That? Meanwhile, I take it and just go, because I'm of the normal people that's right-handed, the way God intended.
I was a mistake from the Lord.
I'm sure it's somewhere in the Bible, and the Lord said, "Thou shalt be right-handed. If thou art left-handed, thou art wrong." Jada, oh yeah, we saw that one already. DQ, Rick never knew about the Whisperers, the fall of Alexandria. And I wonder, was that who was Gabriel? So it was 3 years ago that Gabriel was talking about when he asked her for supplies and stuff.
I was trying to figure out.
Was he talking about the Whisperers? Like, would that be their who they were having beef with then? Because the Whisperers did infiltrate. Didn't the Whisperers take the wall down because the tower fell or something happened, right? And the Whisperers took the walls out.
That sounds right.
So we had that really cool episode where Beta got in the walls and it was like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was a really cool episode. I wonder if Esteban is going to be in the finale.
You better.
Remind me who Esteban is.
I thought he was a drug lord.
Yeah, because I don't remember.
My thing, the only real disappointment I have in this show thus far, and it's very minor, is that I was super excited that Terry O'Quinn was in it. they said he was playing the main villain.
Yeah, I hadn't seen much of it.
And you hadn't seen much of him. Now, maybe next episode we'll see more of him, and
More
it'll set
heavy.
up for him being the villain. Now that Jadis is gone, he'll be the overarching villain going into the next season. But I am kind of bummed we haven't gotten to see more of Terry O'Quinn because he's a fantastic actor.
I
The
noticed
ultimate hombre.
in the credits that he's in it, it just says special guest. So he's not registered as a series regular.
And that's interesting because they had whole ass articles about like The Walking Dead's new, major villain is a, acting veteran from, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like he's not even hardly in it. But I need more of him. Terry O'Quinn is fantastic. If you want to see him at his best, watch Lost. He played John Locke, one of my favorite characters of all time. Like you talking about a conflicted character, John Locke was phenomenal. But anyways, now I want to go watch Lost.
No.
Before I die, I will do a Lost podcast with somebody. Hopefully the finale is 1 hour, 45-minute plus episode. Didn't you say,
I'm gonna be
Seth,
in
when we
bed by
started
then.
these? Didn't you say the premiere and the finale were both extended? And then
I didn't say they were. I just said they usually do.
Yeah, I would like to think that. I mean, it's the finale. They better stretch it out a little bit.
Well, I have a feeling we will be live on Monday.
Yeah, well, it depends on how late they go. I mean, if it's like the premiere, then I'm fine. But if it's going to be like a 2-hour episode, yeah, we'll probably have to pick up that Monday. JP will be joining us from his cell phone remotely.
If we do, I will make sure to post it in the Facebook fan group page.
Well, actually, you get off at 5:00 on Mondays, right?
That's true too.
So yeah, you can just come over here.
Possible.
All right, I know this is unprofessional. Before we wrap up, y'all keep talking real quick. I have to pee again. I've been going through waters like crazy,
Good Lord.
and I have to pee so bad. I'm going like the way JP dutied in his car. I'm gonna pee on my nice leather chair here. So let me go take care of this. JP, take it away. Full screen, JP. JP, entertain the people.
Yeah, my
entertain.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had some like a hamper, a laundry hamper of clothes, a laundry basket in the back seat, so I could, tidy up after the event. But it was still, you got to remember too, my hot water
fiasco of 2024.
So when I get home, I'm having to, cleanse myself in this ice cold water, and of course that doesn't get debris off, and as well. I mean, I was in there long enough to do what I could do. So the whole next day, I'm worried about, am I smelly? Is something bleeding through? Not to mention, the ride over was no picnic, believe me. And the ride home might have been worse because you got, excrement smell mixed with cleaner smell. It reminds me of the time someone spilled this great big milkshake in the back seat of my mom's car, and it soaked into the floorboard carpet, and just that smell. It was a cotton candy flavored milkshake. The smell never fully dissipated, no matter how much scrubbing, spraying, washing, wiping. And that Ford Tempo was a solid vehicle.
Oh, you back to talking about duties?
Well, we covered a lot of ground.
Hey, if you guys want to check out that link, it'll take you right to the Facebook page. We can definitely make posts there, and that way we'll let you guys know.
We got $4 to work tonight. We're gonna get some crazy upgrades.
You guys are gonna get some excellent quality next episode, but then if we don't get $4 more, it's gonna go right back to where it is.
We can stream at 720p next week.
2007, here we come.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Miss Sunshine said Jadis looked cute in her little red dress. I don't know why she had that on though. That in the garbage location, that wasn't a dress, that was an apron.
And she was
saw
naked
side
under it,
booty.
right? Yeah, she was like naked. She liked to paint in the nude.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? I mean,
Her ass was.
I'm not a painter, but I mean, I'm sure anything in the nude is better.
Whether you paint inside of your garage or painting something,
My neighbors think I'm weird when I cut the grass, but I'm like, hey, don't knock it till you dry it.
This is America. That's your property. You have the God-given right.
If someone invited you to like a nudist camp for say
hell
a weekend,
yeah,
would you do it?
dude, I
Just
love
walk
being
around,
naked. Hell yeah, I would go.
spread around
I
naked.
love being naked. I love it. Love it.
I try to be courteous of others around me that would mind, but I wouldn't mind.
Oh, dude, I'm that neighbor where like if I didn't have my wife and daughter living here, I would 100% walk around the house naked. But the problem is I also like natural lighting. So I usually have my windows open. Like today I got up, cleaned my windows, opened up the blinds, and I would not pay attention to that. So I love
The
it.
noodliest of clubs. Not the nudist, the nude-est.
Nice.
Oh,
I will
you
be
said,
super naked.
nude. I thought you said a noodle colony. I love
No.
noodles. No, I would 100% join a nudist company. JP Schnitter. Shitner. JP
true.
Shitner.
Very true.
You're not JP Slim anymore. You're JP Shit.
I'm a man of many hats.
JP, please remind me tomorrow, and I will make you the ultimate portable on-the-go care package for bodily excrements.
Oh, that'd be
Jim,
fabulous.
It's not a matter of
That's
if,
gonna
it's
be
a
like,
matter
it's
of
a
when.
shoebox. I cut a hole in the
I
top
really
for you.
think everyone should have one because you just never know. You never know.
Working in
Dude,
the hospital, our
you're
motto is it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Incontinence is a real problem, and I think it should be brought to the forefront.
I've shit the bed too. I've been there.
Yeah. If there's some kind of foundation that supports that, I think that we should donate all the revenue garnered tonight to said.
Hey, whoa
agree.
now.
Just
We worked
saying.
hard for that $4. I will not
IBS
have you giving it
Foundation,
to
I don't
some
know.
crappy foundation.
Oh, gee.
Literally.
Unintended. I wonder what they were referencing when they showed Gabriel, and you can hear
The helos.
Helos, and he started praying. So did Alexandria get attacked or what? Well, that was in the past. So, well, no. You talking about
Maybe
at the
he
very
was-
end?
Maybe he was praying for some aid and relief.
What I wonder. So was that at the very end? Because I didn't hear the Helos.
No, that was in the beginning when they said that it was 3 years.
Oh yeah.
Robert believes in our cause. God bless you.
We made $5.99 tonight.
Give him Dale face. Give him Dale face. What, you trying to put my kids through college or something?
Rob.
Don't care.
So I've
Yeah.
been there. I've gambled. I've lost.
Do y'all think Michonne will get pregnant again? Yes.
Hell
because
yeah.
Probably they
Rick,
repopulating.
Rick
got
is
pregnant the other
jumping.
night.
Rick is jumping on that thing every chance he gets, man. Like they get in the gift shop, and Rick's like, "This is a great place to do it, Michonne."
You think they got access to modern birth control in the post-apocalypse?
No,
Just pulling out.
not
That's
yet.
it.
Pulling out.
No.
or-
Being
I-
that long without some booty, he went.
yeah, no, you've
full
been
nuts
you've been
for
like 7 years without getting laid. You ain't
you
backing
finished
out of a
the job.
garage. Like you don't back out of nothing.
You finish the job till the mission's complete.
Do you think RJ will kill Rick for not giving enough about him? I think that's a bit extreme.
I think it won't be happy like
Poor
that.
RJ is gonna have so many issues when he grows up.
Yes.
I'm a little displeased about this, Dad, but I'm not going to kill you.
I don't think Alexandria is destroyed. I remember Judith and RJ relaxing at the end of season 11. They were at Alexandria. Yeah, no, I mean, that was 3 years ago. I mean, they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have attacked Alexandria unless Jadis died and they found the file. And that was 3 years ago, and Jadis just died.
The
So, no,
dossier. I always
don't
like
think they-
saying the word dossier. It just sounds so regal.
I just think of
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes, past the Cavassier.
Mr. T was in that video.
It was
Sure
an
was.
excellent video.
It was really good. I liked it.
I'm a big fan of old Busta Rhymes. He's got a
Dude, yeah.
song. He's got a song about getting constipated from eating too much cheese. Like,
Okay.
yeah, old Busta Rhymes ain't no joke. I remember being in like 5th grade and hearing that. Made me
I will
terrified.
die
to eat
with cheese in my colon.
It's like if Busta Rhymes is colon can't handle cheese, mine is no match. But now I eat lots of cheese.
Colon screening's very important.
Yep, get it
More you
done.
know.
RJ will love his father. He is the brave man.
Amen.
Like I just imagine Rick's gonna walk in the house and RJ's gonna be like, "Daddy," and he's gonna push him to the side and be like, "Where's Judith?" And then when Judith comes running to him, he's gonna push her to the side and be like, "Where's Daryl?" Actually, it was probably them looking for Rick the third time he escaped and why they had that dialogue with Jadis about him, and she was just making sure he didn't make it back, but she knew he didn't. That's a good point. Like it could be it. Yeah, like the first time they met, Rick tried to make his escape, and they were just making sure he won't there. When he mentioned he died at the bridge, man, I was really that's probably my only disappointment this episode, right? Like I was really hoping that we were going to find out that Jadis told Father Gabriel that Rick was alive and he had held on to it, you know, the last season or 2 of the show. Like I thought that would have been awesome to know that, because then you can create some conflict between Gabriel and Daryl. Daryl will be like, "My Ricky Poo was alive and you didn't tell me." Like, I thought that. So
Yeah.
that's probably my only disappointment. That could have set up some really good conflict in the future.
True.
Busta Rhymes throw up face.
Getting constipated from eating too much cheese. Yeah, look it up. Sick. Do you think that Rick will bust a move next episode?
Absolutely.
I mean, like dance. I don't see Rick being much of a dancer. Maybe so, but I don't.
He will
see
challenge
Rick.
Serum to a dance off.
I mean, unless Daryl's there, and then he'll do the "I had the time of my life," and he'll pick Daryl up at the waist and spin him around. So Jadis's dreams are like Rick's of Michonne. Yep. Old Jadis got with Gabriel, gave him the bobo, and then just died.
You think Rick's going to hold up his part of the plan and steal Operation whatever it is?
I think he's going to try. I think
CRM?
that other, and forgive me for not knowing her name off the top of my head, I think that other girl is going to be a problem.
Yeah, well, he was pretty sold on the plan with his old commando buddy. I forget his name, but
Oh, you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant was he going to get the file? You're
yeah,
saying
not the
like
dossier, the big project that's supposed to bring
The
the world.
echelon.
I think that's ultimately where it's going to go, though. I think Thor. Yeah, I think most of us really would like to see a CRM Commonwealth battle, which is not fair because the Commonwealth is outnumbered. But yeah,
And they don't have any aircraft, do they?
Did they have helicopters? I don't know if they had helicopters, honestly.
So if you
Who had
the
helicopters?
you're pretty much screwed.
I don't think the Commonwealth have helicopters. Did we ever see
I
them?
think maybe they had one for El Presidente, but otherwise, I don't think they had any air fleet.
Battlecopters. No,
Yeah, I don't know.
that'd be SOL.
Apparently, CRM has all the helos in the world.
True that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the Commonwealth had any helicopters, but I really, thus far, I'm really digging the show. I'm really hoping that this will revive The Walking Dead to a certain extent. We already know that they're casting for the Negan Maggie spinoff season 2. We already got Daryl, the story of Carol. That's technically season 2 of Daryl Dixon. That's coming out. So we're gonna get a season 2 of this. Like, I just say bring it all back together.
I really hope they don't do a whole season on Carol.
I don't know, man. If it's done by the people that wrote, because I personally said straight up that of all the spinoffs, I was looking forward to the Daryl Dixon spinoff the least. Like, I had no interest in it.
Really?
Dude, if you listen to the podcast, I've long said that I don't think Daryl can hold. I've said that for years. I think Daryl is a great character. I don't think Daryl-centered episodes are ever good. My least favorite episodes in the history of the shows are the ones where it's just Daryl or Daryl and Beth. So I didn't think it was going to be all that good. And by God, it ended up being a fantastic show. So I have a little hope for the Carol show, because if the same people are writing, directing, and producing it, and they put that same effort that they did with the Daryl show into Carol and actually changing I think it could be good. So I'm going to give it a chance. I mean, I kind of got tired of Carol too there for a while, but I also kind of got tired of Daryl there for a while, and his show ended up being fantastic.
Jolene Birajano, sorry if I'm butchering your name, about to start watching it. Wish me luck.
You're in for a treat. It's a good
If you're
one.
talking about this show, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Just Walking
Hopefully
Dead
you're
in
talking
general,
about
season 1, episode 1.
Do you think the guy from the finale ever found the link?
Vikram.
Vikram,
Where's Link?
please.
You have Link, please.
I
Link,
guess
please.
the way it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't intentional, but the way I had labeled that podcast, like the title was like The Walking Dead ends, the final episode, something. And
Seemed
this
very kind of
guy Vikram, I
unintentionally
think, got
baity.
it mixed up and thought we were giving out links to watch the
Old
episode.
Vikram thought he
And
was
the
getting a
whole
freebie.
podcast, JP, you weren't there. The whole podcast, Vikram kept popping up in the
Yeah.
comments. Link, please. And then we would go on, do a few more comments. Please, Link, can I have it?
God, I
Yeah,
had to
that was
stream
too
that night
funny.
in Denver at a hotel.
But we had so many people on that live stream.
Yeah, that was
There was
hundreds
like
of people.
300 people at one time.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest live stream we ever did, was the Walking Dead finale. And then it's just like all these comments and then just constantly Victram, link, please. Can I get the link, please?
Vikram,
Like,
no.
I imagine Victram, wherever he is now, he's on the street somewhere going, Link, can I have the
Yeah.
link, please?
Cursing our
Jolene
name
also
for-
asked, where can I watch episode 5 for free? I don't know. I mean, it's on AMC, so cable, and I'm sure they're playing it again.
If you give us $5 more, I'll tell you.
Super chats get you links. I'm just playing. Victrum's will pop up. Link.
Wait,
Link?
someone said link.
Super chat from
No.
Victrum, $5. Link.
Link, please.
Victrum, you know what? I'm just gonna buy you the whole last season of The Walking Dead.
I
my
feel
man.
bad. I'm just gonna buy you a one-time rental and send you the link.
God.
Drago says, "Will we see the echelon briefing?"
Probably.
Honestly, that's probably going to be the last, like the ending of the episode, and that's what's going to bring us into season 2.
Yeah,
Because that echelon briefing is gonna open them up to something way bigger than what they thought they could handle.
All right, guys. Here's what we're doing. We're just doing this all for shits and giggles. We don't know what we're doing.
I just think it'd be so badass to end the episode with like the CRM rolling on Alexandria. Like a cool way to end it would be like, you know, whatever they're doing, whatever, the file still gets leaked, and like the very last scene is somebody banging on Alexandria's gates, and it pans back and it's a CRM guy, and when the
Little
gate
pig,
opens,
little
it's
pig, little
Judith
pig.
standing there.
That'd be something.
Like that would be so sick.
We will see
Yeah.
next week.
Darley's spinoff was surprisingly good.
Daryl,
Darley was
Darley.
a great. That spin-off's coming in
what
November.
in tarnation?
That-
I
that-
swear we're professional.
That's Rick's pet name for him. Come here,
Oh,
Darley.
Darley. Skip to my loo, my Darley.
Daryl's- I really didn't know where that was going. I just was reading what I saw. It said the Darley.
Typo. My bad.
Daryl's spinoff was surprisingly good. He doesn't talk much like he used to, but his love interests are always boring to me. Yes.
Darley.
What if it just ends with nuking the gathering of all the higher ups that they were talking about?
When he talks about the gathering, I'm thinking about all the juggalos and juggalettes.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
yeah, no. I mean, I ain't gonna say nuke that, but like, you know, maybe throw a lot of water balloons at them or something.
with some body wash.
Yeah, God, throw some Axe body spray in there.
Ugh.
Well, now we're wet, but we smell good. This sucks. Daryl will be like, I hate y'all. Anyone who smells good. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you, this show better end with Rick leaving Michonne for Daryl. Like, it better end with them arriving back, the gates open, and Michonne's like, welcome back, Mr. Brave Man. And he sees Daryl and he just shoves Michonne.
Yo, we're a bunch of
aside.
dorks.
Oh no, my poor feelings. Let's see. Father Gabriel was waiting outside of the Barn of Pleasures, waiting for Jadis, and she never came. Poor guy. Yes, yeah. Yeah. I was going to make a sex joke with that word, but I don't feel like it's appropriate for the YouTubes. Jay Scarf, the YouTube gods are good at blocking your swears.
I mistyped
Dude.
that, but
Your,
I can
your
see him. Your
swears.
squires, Darley.
Barley in those
That's not
darn
me
swears.
swearing.
Nah, he did comment something up a little while, just the F word.
But he is using like little special characters.
It came
to
through,
try to
it came
bypass,
through for
yeah.
us
But
because we
I
got it
don't
on
see
StreamYard, but
yeah,
I can't see it in the
actual live comments.
actual Facebook. I mean, on the YouTubes.
Oh my gosh.
Darley, you and your swears.
JP, it's so good to see you sitting over there, not about to shit your pants.
Yeah, no, it's a good feeling.
We
We
had
can have
we
a
had,
good, nice,
The
long
night is
episode.
still young.
we had
discussion.
buffalo wings
that's true.
tonight, so we didn't upset
The
the
night's still
company.
young.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true. And it's a long ride, so anything can happen.
Seeing, let's see, a lot of views and super chats. Ha 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 ha. Just
$4,
call each
baby.
other.
We're gonna have a ball at the dollar store tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy. I wish we
Yeah.
had views and super chats.
Let's see. Yeah, well, I'll take it. I thought Rick and Michonne was gonna show up in that scene when he was sitting. Just show up and be like, "What up?" and then just keep
What's good,
going.
dog?
Miss Sunshine, I can't wait till Daryl and Rick unite. I know you guys will have a lot of jokes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Judith's is gonna be like, "Where's Daddy? He's over at Daryl's, and I ain't letting him come home."
We hear once they reunite, it's gonna be like
Daryl, Rick, oh Durbear,
Gabriel,
oh
Darley,
Darley,
Daddy, Darley, you got me swearing.
Darley,
Like I
you
never
stink
swired
real
before.
nice and good. All right, we got to wrap this thing up. It's past my bedtime.
We're
JP
getting
still got
a
like
little loopy.
30 minutes to drive home. Oh, this is supposed to be funny. Okay, we love you.
Yeah.
Pull him back up. Pull him back up. I love trolls. Let's see. Rip RP MLC legend. We love you. We love
yeah,
you.
thanks for being here. Hey, your interactions
join every
benefit our
podcast.
channel, so
Yeah,
that's
please
cool.
join every podcast, man. Please troll the ever living crap out of us. I love it.
Well, did you know that MLC means my little cock?
Which would explain the anger, but I'm not judging.
I'd be mad too.
I'm sure God loves you and your little cock. That is going to wrap it up for tonight's podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, and hold on, Jay Scarf, is he defending our honor?
Oh yes,
I guess so.
He says
the way that I
Cody
would die
Rock.
for him, he would die
No,
for
man,
us.
hey, listen, come on back. It's cool. Like, come on back. The
I
more
just-
views, the better.
The thing I love about trolls like that is like, it's one simple click of a button if you don't like the stream to just go away, but instead you still sit here and watch and shit talk, which means you love us.
The more comments, the better the algorithm suggestions, the more people we see. So please comment away. Talk about Matt's high-pitched voice or whatever.
Yes,
Because you know
I
what?
love it.
Don't care.
It's over there like, my what? The hell you say? But yeah, let's wrap it up. But before we go, can what was it? My little cock guy. Can you comment one more time? Tell us good night. Cock in your brain.
You look
like it.
You got coke in your brain. It makes me swear.
You got. Let's see. Some people like attention. I mean, when you have a little willy, I mean, you got to get your attention where you can get it. Can I talk about you being a pig?
I love bacon.
Sure.
Dude, I eat bacon like at least
This
3
big,
out
you
of
went to the
7
market
mornings.
today. You know it.
I
Oink,
eat bacon
oink.
every morning.
Dude, I bet MLC guy is sexy as hell.
Oh, for sure.
Talk about pork and something. Anyways, time to go. JP, you got a long ride ahead of you.
Yeah.
We all get to go back to our rooms and go to bed. You got to
Well,
get on the road, but
We'll be all right.
thank you so
I'm gonna
much
go
for
to bed
joining.
mad. Seeing about
Don't
this guy
forget-
hitting on us.
No, I love it. I seriously invite him back. So thanks so much for listening. Check out the Patreon. And before we go, let's start. Well, we'll start here. Go to JP, Seth, and Matt. Let's rate the episode 1 out of 5. What do you give it? Hold the hands down and pull them up on 3, 2, 1.
My bad.
JP, I can't see your hand.
3.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
Three
little
and a half.
above
I don't
average.
know how to do
Yeah,
3.5.
solid 3.
Wow. I'm shocked at JP. Seth, I'm actually shocked it's that high. Matt, I know you. I give it a 4.5. I liked it. Like I was really into it. There was development. There was I dug it. So I give it a 4.5. I thought it was a solid episode. Not one super chat. We've gotten 3. Thank you.
We got $4.
Be careful. I guess
Dangerous
you're
JP, be
middle
careful.
name.
Don't poop your pants again.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I will. I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna create a voice for the MLC guy and just imagine he'd be like,
You can't play Yahtzee without rolling a few dice.
also too, man, poor guy can't count. That's terrible. The last episode better be great. I'm with you, Dragos. It's we've been waiting for this. I think it will be. I think it's gonna definitely end on a high note, and we're gonna be anxiously awaiting season 2. So we'll catch you next Sunday. An MLC guy. Better see you in the comments. Love you, mean it. Wink. Mwah. I'm Justin. Oh, what is that? 4 super chats?
Yay! 4 super chats.
There you go.
We're getting Rob a link first thing when we get off here. Him and
got
Vickard will be having a good night tonight.
We got
Bro,
$7.99.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. We can split the Wendy's 4 for $4, and we can get the add-ons. This is gonna be amazing.
Or we
go
could
up
all
a
just get,
size.
or we could all just get small Frosties.
Oh, they do have the
Now we
dream
got enough
Pickle
small with
frosty that I
MLC
really
in there
want to
tonight.
try. Yeah, I saw that during the game last night. All right, let's see. So make sure to click that link. Also, you can go check out Seth's channel, The Men's Room. They're live every Friday night, so make sure to go over there and check them out and give David Applegate and Channel Dad my love.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. I'm Justin.
Are we going counterclockwise?
Yes.
Clockwise?
We're going clockwise.
You're always second, JP.
I'm always second. Well, I
We're
am just-
professionals.
Of course.
Okay.
I did. That was my sign off.
Mathematical dubs.
Oh, well, then I'm signing off too. Night of dubs.
Bye.